Hey guys, I'm back. And if you were wondering where I was last week and why the heck I didn't do a review on 28 Pranks Later, let me tell you, I ain't slacking, alright? I worked really hard on that review, and I think that was one of the best reviews I've ever done. But then it all went wrong. I've also been working on a surprise. Let's rewind back to, let's say, around Wednesday or so while I was finishing up the review. So there I was, on my laptop, on Sony Vegas, just editing, you know. I was into it, the hype was real, I was adding cool effects and stuff, and it was all good. Until my computer crashed.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine, and you're not really fine.
But it was all good, because I saved every 5 minutes or so I wasn't worried. Play that happy music again! So I just restarted my computer, and I opened Sony Vegas again, and there, to my dismay, was no 28 Pranks Later review. Play that sad music, goddammit.
Hello darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
I only had two options there. I either remade the whole video, or I just wait till next week, which is this week, and do a short little thingy on my thoughts before I review The Times They Are a Changeling. So here we are, I'll give you guys my short thoughts on 28 Pranks Later very, very briefly. You know, I really liked that episode, but it did have some flaws and some things really peeved me.
Excuse my language.
The thing that really got to me was how insensitive and quite frankly annoying Rainbow was. Scaring Flutters is never cool, man, and Pinky bandwagoning with her wasn't too cool either. Whatever happened to this scene?
No. We can't prank Fluttershy. I mean, she's so sensitive. It'll hurt her feelings, even our most harmless prank. Yeah, you're right.
The rest I pretty much enjoyed overall. The pranks were funny, except for that one with Flutters like I said before, and the one with Mr. Cake, I mean Jesus, Artie's got no chill, man. Let a man eat his sandwich in peace, God. The zombie stuff, oh yeah, that stuff was on fleek. They throw in cool homages to Night of the Living Dead in there, and a few good references to The Walking Dead, which I really enjoyed. And the tension building up to the scene where they show the zombified ponies and stuff, that was really, really cool. Even though I loved the zombie bit, I think the way they give Rainbow a taste of her own medicine was a bit extreme. I think just slowing Rainbow down and showing her the mess she's made of things and the people she's hurt might have been a better way to go about it. But then we wouldn't have gotten the zombie ponies, so there's that. Overall, I really enjoyed that episode. It was a lot of fun. But Rainbow was a bit too over the top for me, so I gave 28 Pranks Later a pretty awesome 9 out of 10. Let's move on now to The Times They Are a Changeling. Cue the intro! I know Spike episodes are supposed to be shit and all, but this season, I think the writers have learned something. This is a good episode. This episode starts off with Twy and Starlight and Spike on a train to the Crystal Empire. And what do you know, I guess Starlight is back from her hibernation, and Spike wants to hide his identity for some reason. I thought he loved being praised by fans and stuff. Whatever. So they arrive, and there's no one there. It's a friggin' ghost town. With a convenient friggin' tumbleweed too! Yeah, it turns out there's a changeling around those parts because of the baby and stuff, and everyone loves her.
Sunshine, sunshine, ladybugs awake. Clap your hooves and do a little shake.
We haven't seen this in forever. What has it been? 3 years or something? Wow. And it's still as cringy as the first time. It's also funny that Sunburst is just there for exposition purposes. He just pops up, tells you what's happening, and then just slips away like, "See ya guys. Give me a call when you need things explained by a wizard to make it sound legit and stuff." Okay, geez. Am I the only one that finds this hive thing very, very creepy? Look at it though. God damn. And it's kind of cool that Thorax was actually part of the attack on Canterlot way back in season 2. It kind of shows that he was inspired by the main 6 or something. And I guess even though they were probably beating the living shit out of him and the other changelings, Thorax still wants to be friends with them. forgive and forget, I guess. And am I the only one reminded of Gollum when Thorax hisses and does all that stuff? Take a look and tell me that doesn't sound and look a little similar.
We want it. We need it. Must have the precious.
So yeah, Thorax decides to change into a pony, so he can be liked that way. I gotta say something right here real quick. Not really important to the review or anything, but just a little friendly advice from your friendly neighborhood JohnyWiz. Don't try to be someone you're not just so other people can like you. I mean, you probably heard that a buttload of times already, but hey, it's harder when I do it. Back to the review now. It turns out everyone loves Crystal Hoof almost as much, or in the guard's case, more than Spike. Even Cadence is like, hey, you look cool. Come here and take a look at my baby for no reason at all, just so we can have a big reveal and some form of conflict. And as predicted, shit goes down, and Thorax loses control, and everyone finds out he's a changeling.
This changeling replaced your friend to get close to the baby. What other explanation could there be?
I don't know.
Goddamn, Spike. Wow, dude. I mean, jeez. Spike is a fucking dick.
True, but Starlight has a point. This is getting a little out of hand. Hand.
When the heck is Twilight gonna learn there are no hands in Equestria? Horses don't have hands. Too much time in the human world, I guess, man. Anyway, here's where Spike risks his fame and popularity to tell everyone to stop being friggin' racist and give this dude Thorax a chance. And we get a song. Every time Spike sings, I crack up for some reason. I don't know why, it's just funny. I also noticed something. Does this song sound a bit like Patience by Guns N' Roses, or is it just me? My classic rock senses are tingling here, man. Go check out that song and tell me down below whether it's just me or if someone else out there notices that too. The song is pretty good, by the way. I like it. And I also really like the message. We're all different, man, and don't be a prejudiced bastard. Just because you see a group of people being assholes doesn't mean you have to assume everyone in that category of people is an asshole. Or if someone is different doesn't mean you have to treat them like, well, they're different in a bad way. Yeah, there's a lot of shit like this going on in the world today, and I think this episode does a pretty good job handling this topic. So with that all being said, I'm giving this episode a really awesome 9 out of 10. I realize that Spike's song also reminds me of the song Imagine by John Lennon. If you haven't listened to it, I highly recommend it. Yeah guys, those are my thoughts on the times they are a changeling. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode down below. And remember guys, stay friendly with one another. And as always, have a beautiful day guys. See you later.